Have you ever looked at someone and thought, are we just friends? Or is there something more hiding beneath the surface? Because sometimes what feels like friendship is actually something much deeper, something that neither of you dares to say out loud. Psychology says the line between friendship and love is rarely clear. It's blurred with small, almost invisible gestures. The ones that feel different, but you can't explain why. So today we'll uncover 6 psychological signs that reveal when someone sees you as more than just a friend. Some of these are so subtle, you'll only notice them when you know what to look for. Ready? Let's begin with one of the first and most telling signs. 1, they remember the things most people forget. When someone is secretly drawn to you, their mind naturally records details that others overlook. It's not intentional, it's psychological. Studies on selective attention show that our brain, it prioritizes emotional relevance. In simple terms, we remember what matters to us. So when this person remembers the exact way you take your coffee, that story you told months ago, or the date of something small that even you forgot, it's not just a strong memory, it's emotional investment. They might say things like, "You said that song reminds you of your dad, right? Or didn't you have that exam last Thursday?" They notice patterns in your behavior, moods and habits, and store them quietly. Because their brain isn't just observing you, it's emotionally tuned to you. Be honest, do you know someone like that? Someone who pays attention in a way that feels deeper than friendship? If yes, don't rush to label it, because the next sign will show you whether their attention is casual or something far more intimate. 2, their energy changes around you. Have you noticed how some people suddenly act different? When you walk into the room, the tone shifts, their posture changes, their words soften or tighten. This isn't coincidence, according to emotional mirroring research. When we're attracted to someone, our nervous system unconsciously adapts to them. It's called limbic resonance. They might laugh louder around you, speak faster, or become oddly quiet. They might fidget more, adjusting their clothes, touching their hair, or checking their phone, even when there's no message. And here's the twist, they're not doing it consciously. It's the body's natural reaction to emotional alertness. Their mind might be saying, "Stay calm, it's just a friend." But their body is whispering, "This person matters." You'll notice moments when their focus locks onto you, even in a group, or when their smile appears the second you appear. Psychologists call it behavioral synchronization. When someone subconsciously aligns their actions or emotions with yours, and if you've seen this happen repeatedly, their body is telling you what their words aren't ready to. But there's something even deeper, something that goes beyond body language, a sign that appears when emotions begin to cross the threshold of friendship. 3, they create micro moments of intimacy. Love doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it hides in small, almost invisible moments, those 2-second glances, shared silences, or inside jokes that no one else would understand. Psychologist Barbara Fredrickson calls these micro moments of shared positivity. It's when 2 people emotionally sync for just a heartbeat, a shared laugh, a knowing look, and it releases oxytocin, the same hormone linked to bonding. So if this person often creates moments just for you, 2 subtle ones like staying back after everyone leaves, sending late-night messages just to talk, or maintaining eye contact slightly longer than necessary. They're not just being friendly, they're trying to build a private, emotional world where it's only the two of you. And once that world exists, friendship is no longer the full truth. Now that brings us to something that feels even more personal. Something you can't fake, for they get jealous quietly. Not the loud, dramatic jealousy. The quiet kind, the one they try to hide behind smiles or jokes. When someone sees you as more than a friend, they often experience what psychologists call protective jealousy. It's not about control, it's about fear of emotional loss. You might notice they suddenly withdraw when you talk about another person you like, or they change the subject lightly, but their energy shifts slightly distant or unusually neutral. Maybe they tease you about it. "Oh, so you and him are close now, huh?" It sounds playful, but underneath there's tension. A need to understand where they stand. And here's the paradox: they'll rarely admit it, because to do so would expose the feelings they've been trying to hide. So pay attention not to their words, but to their micro-reactions. The slight delay before they respond, the sudden change of tone, the way their mood dims when your attention moves elsewhere. That's the psychology of hidden attraction. It leaks through the cracks of composure. And if you've noticed this, the next signs will confirm whether your connection has already crossed the boundary of just friends. If they invest emotionally in your well-being, friendship cares. But attraction protects when someone truly feels more than friendship. They don't just support you, they worry about you. They're emotionally present when you're upset. They notice when something's wrong even before you say it. Psychologically, this behavior ties to attachment activation. When we bond deeply, our brain links the other person's emotions to our own. So if you're sad, they feel a kind of unease, as if their balance depends on your mood. They'll text you out of nowhere, "Hey, just checking in. You okay?" They'll remember when you said you were stressed and ask about it days later. It's not obligation, it's instinct. Their empathy sharpens because their emotional state is tied to yours. And here's where it gets deeper. Sometimes they'll prioritize your comfort over their own, even if it inconveniences them. That's no longer casual care. That's attachment speaking in disguise. But what happens when they try to fight these feelings? That's when the next sign appears. And it's one of the clearest indicators of hidden affection. 6. They struggle between distance and closeness. This one's powerful. Have you noticed them pulling closer, then suddenly stepping back as if they're afraid of something? That's the approach avoidance conflict, a psychological state where desire and fear coexist. They crave closeness because they're emotionally drawn to you, but they fear ruining the friendship, rejection or vulnerability. So you'll see patterns like they text you often, then disappear for a few days. They open up emotionally, then joke it off. They invite you out but seem nervous the entire time. It's not confusion, it's emotional defense. Their heart says, "Go closer," but their mind says, "Stay safe." And this internal conflict can last for months, because what they feel is real, but they're not ready for the risk that comes with it. If you sense this tug-of-war in their behavior, you're probably standing right at the edge, the place where friendship ends and something deeper begins. So tell me honestly, have you ever felt that someone was more than a friend, even if neither of you ever said it out loud? Share your experience in the comments. I read every one of them. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button so more people can find it. and subscribe for more psychology-based insights about love, attraction, and the human mind. Because here, we don't just talk about emotions, we understand them.